search and guess it's on RLF.
Yeah, well, you spilled all over the place, and you almost ruined the equipment before we recorded last week.
Yeah.
My clap just was a mere, like, we just had to redo over, like, you had potential damage.
Yeah, okay. I guess we're just going to start off on a note of trying to make me feel bad.
Wow, Nikolai, way to be a bully.
I enjoy being a bully. No, last week Matt accidentally spilled a cup of water
Yeah,
before we started recording, but everything was fine.
it was great.
Yeah.
I used to be known for that. Like, if we went out to dinner, I was spilling at least one thing.
Really?
Yes, and people would, like, comment on it, and it made me feel really bad. And now I don't really go out to dinner with my family anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a real bummer, but does it still happen now that you're an adult?
No.
Of course not.
I usually don't spill. I try to be more careful, specifically because I hate those memories.
Yes.
You ever get one of those upright cups as seen on TV? Can't knock them over, but you can.
Because it would happen when we were out to, like, a restaurant, so it wouldn't matter.
Oh, right.
Unless I was some sort of, like, lunatic who would bring my own glass
yes.
to a restaurant.
Fill this up for me, please.
He pours it in
needs-
at the table.
He needs his adult child-proof cup. This 31-year-old man can't
Hey, you
be
might get
trusted not
a
to
discount. That'd be
Hey,
cool.
man, I need my Nom Nom sippy cup.
Why would you get a discount?
You know, they feel bad for you. Here's $12 off.
Well,
Wow. What?
I mean, a drink is like
Ow. Don't open a restaurant.
a soda's like $3.
No, but he
You're giving
feels
them an
bad.
appetizer for free.
Hey, man, it's a new century. It isn't.
It's a new decade.
There we
It is
go.
a new decade.
Hey-oh.
Oh,
It done been this century for like 20 years.
Yeah, for like a
Yeah.
for a while.
couple years, number.
But it's been this decade for about 2 weeks.
Citrus super non-pot committal on which number to say.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah,
I want to make sure. Do you know how many years you are into the century there, Citrus?
Yeah, our math's the same.
All right. What's your math on this?
We'll say it at the same time. Ready?
1,
All right, you go
2,
first, though.
20.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, 20. Yeah, we both
So
said
my
it.
2020 has started off pretty weird, gentlemen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crabs.
They don't care. So
Yeah.
I spent yesterday at the hospital with kidney stones.
Oh, no.
Jeepers.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it was super painful. I am okay. Thank you very much for asking.
I mean, he's here now.
My voice is pretty shot because I was vomiting
Oh.
quite a bit.
God.
As you do.
Getting the
Apparently-
stones out the other way.
or
No,
don't.
you usually don't. You usually don't with kidney stones. And actually, that was a really big problem for me because I was nauseous and vomiting, which later I found out was just because of the pain because I was in so much of it.
Ouch.
That sounds
Yeah.
awful.
what was I gonna say? Because I told them I was vomiting and because I kept vomiting at the hospital, they thought it was my appendix, then my gallbladder, and then my kidneys. So they didn't figure it out until around noon. And
Oof.
It's just that's what was happening. Like that's not me like being critical. I'm so grateful that I don't feel the way I did yesterday. Like that is amazing because I felt like death.
Ooh.
And now this is surprising to me because you told me a little bit of the story and then we cut it off so we could tell it on air.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that was associated. But you wake up. And the way you described the story to me was I woke up, I went to the bathroom, I did my business, all this other
normal
stuff. Normal stuff. You didn't mention anything about tremendous pain.
Oh man, excruciating. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't say that part. You just said the vomiting and the nausea.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's why I went to the hospital. I'll throw up and go to work. I mean, it's what happens when you have a poor diet and a weak stomach. Sometimes you're gonna get sick.
So like your just body was sore or a specific area?
Oh no. Well, traditionally when you have kidney stones, you get a lot of pain on either your right or your left side, depending on which kidney, and it's usually in your side and your back.
Okay.
It's not usually in your stomach, and nausea can be, but is usually not one of the more common symptoms.
Huh.
It's much more nausea and vomiting is more associated with like I told them that I had eaten fast food the night before, so the first thing they gave me was Pepto to calm my stomach. But I was like, no, I'm in really a lot of pain. And then
this isn't
like,
a Pepto job, doctor. I need something else.
Yeah, you're not doing your job. That's what you're doing for me.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion,
right?
upset stomach. Doctor, help me!
Stop singing.
Why are you singing?
And they kept asking me like, "What's your pain?" I was like, "I'm at like an 8 or 9. Like it's a lot of pain." But it was my whole right side. It wasn't just my back. And then, so that's why they didn't go to kidneys first.
Huh.
But
So did they give? What did they give you? Did they give you a medicine or something?
Yeah. So I drove
Pepto.
myself to the hospital because I'm stubborn, and I get there and
Oh, fuck that! You weren't dying. Don't pay for an ambulance.
I mean I wasn't gonna call an ambulance, but I could have had my mom drive me.
Ah, no, be a man.
Could have ordered it
I'm joking.
in
I
XL
agree.
Uber.
That's why I drove myself.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, I also just, Anyway, I get there, and it's very funny because not the person who admitted me, like the next person who needed to get all my information, because like the first person I saw was a woman. She's a nurse. Make sure you're okay. Get the basic info. The next one gets your like ID and cruelly a fucking picture of you.
Yeah, you're the triage nurse.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So triage nurse, who I will go forth and call her Carol because I don't know her name.
Right.
Carol is
Fucking Carol.
just everybody's mom on a bad day. And what I mean by a bad day is like her computer froze twice and then she had to get a new one. And she just kept saying, "Oh my God, I so don't need this today." And I kept thinking, you don't need this today? Every single person who walks in here doesn't need this today.
Yeah.
Like way more than you don't need your computer to not load.
I'd kill a man for a frozen computer.
You should have just hit her with like I know, right?
No, I always try to be as patient as I can because they're at work. And like, that's just what I keep telling myself. I was like, they're at work. Don't be a dick. Like
You gotta desensitize yourself in a hospital.
Yep, absolutely. You're a thing. You can't that's it. And
Beatboard,
they're
fix
working
me.
on making you better eventually. Yeah. But I laid there for about a good 45 minutes, hour before I got that IV or the Peptate or whatever.
God dang.
And then that did not do anything. So around 10:30, they finally gave me morphine. And this is the first time in my life I've experienced morphine.
Oh.
And I learned that was not going to cut it pretty quickly.
Really?
Because they gave me morphine. Yeah. They gave me morphine. And if you never had it, it goes in the IV. And they're like, you're going to feel it pretty quickly. And I was like, right away? And they're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We're injecting morphine directly into your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Right now.
The nurse, so cool. This I saw many nurses. This nurse was so cool. She asked me this question, and it's my possibly one of my favorite questions I've ever been asked. Do you have all the organs you were born with? I said, I've never been asked that way. That is so the best way to ask that question. Yes, I do. I was like, I'm a complete package still. And I'd like to say that way if possible. Let's figure out what's wrong.
Have you had any alterations done to the ride?
You still have the tonsils too? Wow, good for you. So they gave me the morphine, and you feel it as soon as it hits your heart. You feel it spread out through your body. And it's very warm sensation, and you feel like you just sink into the bed. And my pain went from like an 8 to a 6.
Oh,
and I was hoping for like a 2. That's not what happened. And I was like, oh fuck. And at this point, they still think it's my gallbladder, so I go for a sonogram. And it was training day in the sonogram room.
man.
yes.
They were 2 younger, I guess, I don't know what their title was. Maybe PAs.
Wizards?
Well, were you at a teaching hospital?
I was at a teaching hospital, which I did not know.
Gotcha.
And so I was doing better. The pain went from 8 to a 6. So I'm able to lay still because I could not sit still. I kept getting up, moving around. I was in agony.
Yeah.
For that hour. As soon as they go to give you this sonogram, they have to lay you flat And the moment they laid me flat, I saw fucking stars. Oh my God, it was awful. So I am literally biting my fist the entire time I'm getting the sonogram because they're just pressing on my stomach. And it's not, that wasn't painful. It was the fact that I had to lay still. And only thing I wanted to do was like maneuver my body and sit up.
Right.
And that was really bad. And finally at the end I was like, I'm so sorry, but can I please sit up? And I knew that I had done a good job because they were like, absolutely. Like,
You can 100%.
all of them got a chance to go before I was like, please no more, because they were like, absolutely, you did a great job. And I was like, oh, thank you. Oh, God, like, I needed that.
I did a good job.
I need a gold star.
I did. I thought I did good. I just laid here and breathed. All of you went. You all had to go. They did. They all had their jelly and they're moving the thing. And so then my gallbladder's fine. Thankfully, all my other organs looking good. Then they send me for a CAT scan. It's of my kidneys. At this point, they've given me another painkiller, something with a T, and that one fucking worked. The pain went down to like a 2. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I began intermittent napping.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good now.
I'm good. I like this one.
Right? Yeah, like this one. This was the shit what I was hoping for from the first one.
Was it pill or injection?
It was injection.
With a T, I don't know.
I couldn't tell you. My mom knew the name of it because she's had way more experiences with this shit than she
Call her up.
Right? So that worked. I start intermittently napping. They eventually send me for the CAT scan. Figure out it's a kidney stone. I'm lucky. It's a very small one. They give me and I have a kidney infection. They give me the antibiotics I need, another bag of saline, and then, I'm starting to feel great, or I'm starting to feel much better. And then all of a sudden that painkiller, as soon as it stopped working, it stopped working.
Oh.
And I was just like, hey, we're back up to like a 5. We're back. It's a good roar. We went from a dull to a good roar. And then they give me morphine again. And the nurse is like, sometimes this can make you nauseous. I was like, I don't have any medical allergies, and I didn't get nauseous the first time. I should be fine. She's like, all right. And she gives me the morphine, and I feel it hit my heart and spit out through my body. And this time I got the feeling that I was hoping for, and the pain went almost away, like almost completely away. I was like, wow. And I was like, can I get one of those plastic bags just in case I do get nauseous? And she's like, yeah, no problem. She hands me the bag. I was like, thanks a lot. And I fucking lose it. I didn't even know I had anything in me to throw up, but dear Lord, do I throw up everything I have.
Do you just look up and go,
then,
good timing?
Thank you.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I
I
knew.
I got you. I asked for another plastic bag. I'm like, thank you so much. And I wipe my face and just pass out. Like,
Oh, gosh.
oh my God. It was crazy. And then, yeah, that was it. It was just, I started to feel better. It was around 2. And I was at the hospital till around 7 because I was there for observation to see if I passed it there. And, taking medications. The only other funny thing that happened was around 2 or 3, I got to meet a gentleman named Colton. And Colton was a PA.
Colton.
And the moment it was like a movie, because the moment he entered the room, he's about 6'1", dirty blonde hair, southern accent, and the moment he walked in the room, the 4 women, I think it was 2 nurses and 2 doctors, or PAs, they just turn and they just lock eye, and they just almost swooned. Like, you almost saw love bubbles above their head. It was because everybody
You heard
else,
saxophone in the distance.
because all the other men walking around are like, there's a couple of janitors, and there's nothing wrong with janitors, but it's usually older men, or there was like a couple of the doctors who are, I don't know if that's your thing, but like Colton was like, He could be a model. He's a good-looking dude.
Okay. Colton could get it.
Those are your words. That's what you're saying.
Is that what you're saying?
No, that's what you said, though.
No. Okay.
Anyway.
So Colton couldn't get it. Got it.
No. If I was going to go gay, it would be Colton. Listen, what do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? Oh my god, that was good.
So, but I am thankfully feeling so much better. My voice will be back next week. Yeah. So that was my crazy start to my week.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Sweet.
Well, thank you very much. And I am feeling much, much better. My throat sounds way worse than it feels.
Feels?
I guess. It feels pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
It feels pretty awful.
Yeah. But I don't feel anywhere even close to the way I did yesterday. I do have like residual soreness, and I've been groggy as fuck from the pain meds.
You're going that groggy boy.
I get it.
Groggy boy.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah.
How do they treat it? They give you like a dissolving agent?
So I get antibiotics because I had a kidney infection as well, which is usually common. They go, you get Flomax, which opens up your urethra, I guess.
Nice.
And helps you pass the stone. And then depending upon the size, I learned yesterday, my kidney stone was 4 millimeters. If they're 5 millimeters or larger, you have to pee into a strainer to make sure you passed it, because it could be a problem.
Ooh.
Or they could that's when they could also send like shock waves into your system.
Okay.
And break it up.
When do they send a tiny crew of doctors in your body?
Oh, like in Futurama when they shrink down and do that. I think that's if you have like 2 or 3 at a time, which is really uncommon, but it's supposed to be horrifically painful.
Damn.
Yeah, you got people
It's
going
very
inside of you, so
it's very cool. Yeah.
How you get rocks in your pee bags?
Well, it's not my pee bags.
I mean, technically,
your pee bags, your bladder.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So the first one is always most common is calcium. If you have a lot of calcium, if you're an adult who drinks a lot of milk or eats a lot of ice cream, but then there's other things like foods with a lot of oxalate, which are things like which is a lot of nuts. Most fruits.
God, you're an ice cream and nut fiend.
Me? I mean, I a lot of nuts and chocolate.
Okay, you're not so much the chocolate guy.
That's what I've been eating a lot lately at work. And that's what I think did it. Because I haven't been eating ice cream all that much. Gotcha. I do like ice cream. But it's like a more seasonal thing for me. I like it in the summer. I'll eat it year round.
That's true.
Don't get me wrong. But I probably will have it almost daily in the summer. But whatever. That needs to change. Because I don't want to have kidney stones again. That
I
shit
get
sucks.
it.
You're like, I'm done with chocolate
stones?
forever.
No. Never had a kidney stone.
I will never eat chocolate. No, I'll eat chocolate again. Let's be real. I didn't have it today. I will have it again. But have either of you guys, has anyone here experienced morphine?
I've never had one.
Nah, dude, I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Matt?
No, none of the bad shit that happened to me really required morphine.
Okay, good. I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe
Like when I got attacked by the air, I didn't get morphine. I was in pain, but once they gave me the nebulizer, the breathing thing,
open up your path.
the pain was basically gone. No, I was just a like small breaks and aches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But never like anything big like that where I needed morphine.
Ever time for morphine?
I was wondering what everybody else's experience would have been, because I was talking with my sister, and she said that it made her extremely nauseous. She started vomiting, and then she got very emotional, started crying. Like, she did not react well to it. So, I mean, I was lucky I didn't start crying, but I certainly vomited.
Yeah, I get
the second time. But I would have to say, though, the absolute worst part of yesterday was that I vomited a few times at the hospital, and when they didn't know what was wrong, they can't let you have any water because if you have to go to surgery.
Right.
So I just had fucking disgusting vomit yuck mouth for hours.
You can ask them for
ice chips. They eventually gave me ice chips. And
ice chips. Yeah.
I was so fucking grateful for that. Oh my god. I sucked on those 4 ice chips like they were the goddamn nectar of life.
The other thing you can ask for in hospitals, I found this out because when I had the air, not the air, but E. coli, when I had E. coli poisoning, when I was younger, I was vomiting like all the time, and my mouth tasted horrible, and they wouldn't let me have any water. So you can actually ask for like Listerine if anybody in the hospital has it, because you're not swallowing that, or you can just take the water, swish it around to get the taste out, and then spit the water out. They'll let you do that.
Yeah, I asked her, I was like, can I just swab some water in my mouth or something? She's like, I'll get you some ice chips.
You could swab that in my mouth real quick. Yeah. Swab it up.
I don't know if I told. I'm very glad you're okay.
I appreciate that.
I don't know if I told this story, but when I recently went to Disney, we were there over our Christmas break, and I was like, "Where are we having our family our Christmas night dinner?" And they were like, "Christmas night, we're going to this place, Chef Art Smith's. Christmas Eve, we're going to Ohana's." Ohana's is the name of the place that gave me E. coli poisoning when I was a child.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yes. So
is
I was
it the
like,
same Ohana's?
it's the same Ohana's.
And the same chef still works there.
And he saw you.
Yeah, and he's like, you.
And you're like, today I get my revenge.
I'm going to undercook some chicken for this fat guy. No, the food was fine the second time I went. But I
You
was
did
like,
go?
huh?
You did go?
Oh, I did. I went and I ate. Yeah.
Good for you.
I was like, I'm not eating anything that's not gray. like I am having everything well done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chicken black, and I actually like sent him back a couple times. I was like, can you put some more color on those, please?
Really?
Yeah.
You brought a little
Because they bring out
portable
food
oven.
on these like skewers.
Yeah.
So he'll have one that's like medium, one that's rare, one that's medium,
nice.
Medium rare, one that's medium. And even some of the mediums were like a little bit red. And I was like, normally I'll be okay with that. But this place, you're going to fry that bitch up. You're going to make that dark.
Yeah.
I went to a place like that actually over the weekend where they have the skewers and they bring all the meat over.
Oh, that's really cool. What is that called?
There is a
there's a
name
name
for it.
for
I can't think of it though.
Oh, crazy as hell. Skewer time.
What is shawarma?
Shawarma's the beef rotisserie that you cut
Churros.
it's like things off of. And
So
then
this is
like
not,
lettuce
but
and
maybe it's close?
shit like that. I don't know.
Because it's kind of the same thing, but it's just not spinning.
It's similar, but it's not like whole chickens that they're like slicing meat off of.
Yeah, you're
like
a whole
it's just
chicken.
like
Churrasco?
it's like
Whoa, bro.
15 pieces of
That's-
chicken that have
that's
been
a hot
cut
sauce.
up, and then they're put on the skewer,
So
and they
hot
just come
sauce is
around and like,
churrasco?
slide them off to you.
I'm pretty sure. Wait. Oh, no, sriracha. I thought you said sriracha.
Oh no.
I'm not sure what Srasco is.
Well, either way, I don't know what it's called.
Was the food good? Did you enjoy yourself?
It was good. It was. They kept coming with, like, after it was a line of men giving me meat, and I had
All
so
right,
much.
someone
meat.
is going to need to clip the lines. They kept coming. There was just a line of men giving me meat. Can we please have that in audio form? I need a new ringtone.
I want that to
Ooh.
be my ringtone every time Al calls or texts me.
I'm gonna text you at work then.
Oh my god. There's just a line of men waiting to give me their meat.
Oh, what was that, Nikolai?
Nothing. Go
nothing.
about your business.
Well, you've had some pretty unfortunate experiences with food yourself recently, Al. I heard about your pizza place over Twitter.
Oh yeah, those fuckers.
Wait, what?
No, I was
pizza
sending
place?
out the tweet earlier for the show, and one of Al's tweets was he was laying into the local pizza joint near him for having only one slice and 8 garlic knots available at 8 p.m. on a Saturday, was it?
I've given them the benefit of the doubt far too long. Seich disowned them the first time.
Oh, the one right fucking here?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck them.
They're fucking horrible. Like,
Yeah.
they have to be a front. Like, I don't understand.
One time I went in there, that was it.
Yeah,
To
and he
come
got a
to your
veggie
defense-
slice.
No, it was a gluten-free slice.
Oh, because that's all they had left.
I got one regular, and then I was like, yeah, I'll try one of the gluten-free.
I think I had the grandma.
And it was terrible. It was awful.
Oh.
No, you
See,
have
I
one
would
of the
almost be
regulars.
intrigued to go back because it's bad.
No, I
No,
was
it's-
like, I'll
they
never.
just don't cook like enough slices. Like they cook a pizza,
'Cause
and then they're like, "All right."
it was not
That's
the
it.
right time of day for them to be like, no, this is all we have for the day.
Yeah, and then a
Maybe
Saturday,
they're
at
just trying.
whenever the hell I got home. It's bullshit.
Maybe they're just trying to go to business.
I mean, I could help them with that.
No, because they just
Oh.
fixed the place. They just fixed the place
Wow,
up.
Al, I've never seen this vengeful side of you.
I don't know. I was hangry. I feel like I'm just hangry
Did
constantly.
you get anything?
What?
Did you get anything to eat from them, or did you just say fuck it and leave?
I don't know what I ate, but I think I ate. I don't know. Maybe some peanuts. I didn't have anything at my apartment. That's why.
How about some Cracker Jacks?
No, I ate all my Cracker Jacks.
No, I don't care.
Would
if
you
they
say
ever
that
come
you
back.
don't care if you never get back?
I probably care. I mean, no, actually, if I never had Cracker Jacks, I could care less, I guess.
Oh, okay. But no one like took you out to the ball game or anything.
No, no one ever.
If they don't win, it's a shame.
For it's one. The old ball game.
Now I know
That, wow. Hold on.
that
That
was
was
RLF.
pretty good.
Now I know that was really good. Now I know Seich wasn't listening, and Matt got it right away. Did you
Oh,
get
I
it
got it.
after Cracker Jacks, or did
Me?
I got the.
you got it right away? Okay.
Look, I'm
So I was
drawing a
like,
ding dong right now, so I'm pretty
Why are you
preoccupied.
drawing a ding dong?
You know, it's just helps me think.
Okay.
I drew faces, and now I'm drawing a ding dong.
Yeah.
While you're drawing,
Well, I'm drawing a stick figure Batman on a skateboard. so-
Nice.
Oh man, taking up a new hobby.
while we're all having art time,
Well, that's. I mean,
I'll move on with the podcast.
we've done this before. We draw while talking.
I know, I'm joking. But I did send out a tweet tonight.
Oh,
wow.
nice. It's been a while
Wow.
since we had a tweet.
About fucking time, man.
Yeah, it fucking is. Well, I sent out, I said, hey, RLFers, been a while since I used this Twitter thing, dag nabbit. I want to hear your answers to this here question. What's one thing you are looking forward to in this coming decade?
Okay.
And at the end, I put, this tweet was not brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends, but we would certainly like it to be.
Oh.
Is that like the new hot game right now?
I just see commercials for it on like every YouTube
Got it.
thing
Okay.
that I
Yeah, I see
that
like
I,
ads
like,
on
follow.
Hulu for it all the time.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So
old man,
if they're
that's just-
throwing out sponsorship money, let's go. I'll play your silly game.
Right.
I'm already
won't.
playing it.
Who said I won't?
Me.
Nice.
So we got a couple of answers here. Alcoholociraptor.
Alcohol.
Alcoholociraptor.
Nice.
At a drunk lizard says Al's sex tape with Seich and Andrew.
Oh,
We
wow.
all know it's out there. Just show us already.
Oh, well, that's for personal
It's a
viewing
lot
only.
less likely.
I mean,
That's
it's
personal.
not real.
Okay. If any member of the RLF crew were to have a sex tape, who would you think is the most likely?
You.
Wait.
Oh,
the core?
Jesus. That was quick.
Yeah, Nicola.
I didn't. What? Why me?
You have the most sex.
Well, you have a
Alright,
lot of
that's-
cameras in your room.
I did not. Anymore, what? That's just because I'm paranoid.
If you're counting the RLF extended family, then I'm saying Andrew, and it would probably be like 2 minutes of sex and then 4 minutes of a demo reel.
No, it would be a demo reel.
What did you think of my demo, though? And my butt.
It's a good butt,
It's
right?
weird. It's all one angle from behind. You just see butt and balls. And you're not sure what it's...
Why do they make that choice in porn? Why is that ever a choice?
No, yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Who's going, you know what I'd like to see?
I want to go to Gooch.
Two
territory.
assholes.
I'd like to see his bobbing in and out of the screen. Kind of like it's winking at you. Reminded you, hey, this is a terrible fucking angle.
I just think about how uncomfortable it's got to be for the cameraman.
Yeah, yeah.
like at least if you're filming two people fucking from like the other side of the bed and whatever, but no, there's only one place to film that sort of shot.
Yeah. It's in the
right in there.
Both of their grundles.
You gotta hide the Millennium Falcon
Deep in
somewhere.
the trenches.
So
Is that what you call your dick?
What?
That's
No.
not a move.
The Millennium Falcon?
Oh my god.
no, if we're doing extended RLF family, I'd say Jack.
I would say Jack.
Well, Jack has 100% confirmed.
That's true.
Let's link
That's
it.
true. Oh my! None of us own it. Nor would we. I would. Nor would I have
We
an
own
interest.
it.
No.
I almost.
Yeah. So
almost
Jack,
did.
I guess.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So what are some of the other answers?
Well, thank you, Alcoholosiraptor.
Nice.
Wow, that is hard to say.
It's a good name.
Alcohol rapper. Got
At
it.
Krob1290,
Nice.
10 more years of RLF, obviously, winky face.
Nice.
But for me personally,
Ow. Oh.
I'm looking forward to working on improving my house and improving the podcast I'm in.
Hell
that's
yeah.
awesome.
And I asked him, what is his podcast called? It's called Adventure Awaits,
Okay.
D&D.
and he's doing it's an RPG podcast
Nice.
that him
That's
and his
awesome.
friends do, where they play through an RPG. They're playing Starfinder right now,
Okay.
and recording the whole thing in podcast form. So go check it out if you've got if you like D&Ds or RPGs in general.
Yeah, check out Krobbs' podcast.
Yeah, or don't. Live your own life.
Adventure Awaits. He didn't tell me where I can listen
I
or
think
download.
They have it
Okay.
on iTunes, maybe.
So
Figure
hopefully
it
it's
out.
on iTunes.
Figure
If
it out.
not, just type Krob1290 Adventure Awaits. Figure it out.
Get it. Figured out.
You figured
Figured
it out. Awesome. That's pretty cool.
At Omega Gorilla,
Gorilla.
Nice.
who has changed his name on Twitter to New Year, New Gorilla.
like
He says, I'm kind of hoping to see some retro futurism pop in, but without dominating every aspect of fashion. Just the occasional nod. I just want to walk around with a cane and a top hat so bad.
I mean, then make that your world, bud.
Yeah,
dude, just
that's-
do it.
Just do it.
Listen, I have been saying this on the podcast for a while, especially since I found out about Billie Eilish, and the fact that she's so obsessed with baggy clothes, they're fucking coming back, man. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be popular again. I just cannot wait for those fucking 90s like boot cut jeans to be. Oh, I don't understand skinny jeans. I don't get it.
But then you're going to look like an old person trying to be hip.
No, I'm just gonna look like the same guy I've been the whole fucking time.
But people are going to see you and they're going to be like, oh, how do you do, fellow kids?
Because I already say that now, though. I've always said that. Is that not how you greet people?
That's true. That's true. He says it all the time. It's so weird.
How do you do?
So thank you, Gorilla. And then finally, Eli
Elon
Thode?
Musk.
Eli
Eli
Manning.
Thode. Says, looking forward to... Now, the first part of this, we're not going to get into because, whatever. We don't do politics on the show. But I'm very interested in one aspect of this.
Okay.
Looking forward to see what happens with the utter chaos of American leadership and politics and seeing how music and culture responds.
That's a very optimistic look at that. And I agree.
Maybe like Incubus will make a comeback.
Let's hope not.
We'll get, how there was that album Rock Against Bush? Maybe they'll do something like that.
Probably.
Rock Against Trump.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a Rock Against
Down
Trump
with
Jr.
Sanders, the album.
Yeah.
But what about Incubus?
Well, they did.
Back or not?
No, we don't need that.
They had a lot of
why?
hate Bush songs.
You know what's good about Incubus, though, is...
Nothing.
Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there.
With open arms and open eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I'm excited
Will
for
they
the...
pardon me while I purge? Will they pardon me while I purge? Is that them?
Ooh.
Yes.
No.
No.
We'll get...
maybe?
Yeah, that's them.
Who is that?
Yeah, Incubus did Pardon Me, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get Megalomaniac Part 2.
That is a good song.
I do like that song, actually.
I like that song.
I don't know that song.
Megalomaniac's a good song.
Oh, okay.
You're no pigeon. You're
Yeah.
no roller coaster.
Jay-Z. You're no motherfucker.
This is a song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've heard it
Oh,
1,000
all right.
times.
Yeah, dude.
You'll
You
know.
have heard it. You just don't remember it.
Fair enough.
I like that song. That is a good song.
I mean, no.
Hello, fellow kids.
Hello, children. No. That's just too creepy. That's also just Chef.
Yeah.
Hello
but
there, children.
That was a good Chef.
is mainstream music now capable of that same kind of counterculture push that the 60s
get
and
there.
70s had?
No. It'll be different. It'll be the way it's done now. But if you're asking if there will be a counterculture push, of course. Like, there will be. But it will never be as exposed as it was in the 60s
I want
and
to
70s.
I want to hear DJ Khaled's political songs.
DJ Khaled!
All we do is vote, no matter what.
That's definitely not a DJ Khaled song, but...
Yes, it is.
It is?
Well, he's on that track.
Oh, he is?
isn't
I
he?
don't know why I questioned it. You know more about hip-hop than I
I'm
do.
pretty sure that's DJ Khaled.
Honestly-
All I do is win.
Honestly, I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny to say it wasn't a song of his. But
Song by DJ Khaled.
we gotta feed the poor, yo. Anyway, I forget what I was gonna say.
DJ Khaled featuring Ludacris.
Luda.
Going in on the verse because I've never been defeated and I won't stop now.
See, that's why I said I should just say you're right because I don't know that stuff. I like some hip hop, but it's just not my genre.
See, I don't think hip hop music, at least the majority of it, has much of that counterculture feel. It's counterculture in the sense that it's minority culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not like counterculture in the sense that it's like fight the establishment or, calling out things that they may necessarily disagree with. It's more celebrating their own culture.
Okay. Yeah. I guess.
I don't know.
I guess I could see that. well, right now, upbeat club hits is what's popular. So it's not popular like it was in the 90s to sing about your struggles. But then again, I don't listen to a lot of hip hop. So I think there might be a lot of people who do sing about their struggles, whatever they may be.
Oh, there absolutely are. I mean, look
but-
at Kendrick Lamar. Or,
That's exactly what I was thinking.
there's tons of artists out there. There are artists out there who do it.
Then there's others one singing about butts.
Butts.
and that's fine.
Plenty
That's
of butt
not
songs.
a song about butts. Isn't necessarily more or less of a song than a song that has a message.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's music, it works. It plays. If people enjoy it, you're creating music. It doesn't matter. But it just doesn't have that same... I don't think it's made with the same thought in mind of, like, fight the establishment or, you know what I mean? It's not intentionally counterculture.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess.
Whereas a lot of music in the old days was treated like that.
See, the point I was going to make was that exposure is the problem. There's so many avenues and voices. Who isn't a Facebook comedian? Who isn't a podcaster? Who isn't, some form of entertainer at this point? And not that that's a bad thing. It's a really good thing. And I believe that the cream will always rise to the top. People who are truly talented. Exactly. You get that, Green. The people who are truly talented are always going to be the ones who eventually break through, hopefully, But I just feel like there's so many different options now that it's even harder to become, like, in the spotlight than ever before.
That's a really good point, just because of how, like, the influx of musical talent that exists now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And they used to say, like, in the 60s and 70s, that was such an amazing time for music because everybody was like, if you think about the artists that were creating then, you look at how much content they were making and how quickly they were making it. It's because they had to that way, because there was so much competition from other great, amazing artists, and they were all trying to rip each other off and everything.
Yeah, and if you wanted to get played, guess what? You were going to have to do better than the Eagles.
Exactly. So there was a lot of competition then, but I just feel like there's even more so now.
Yeah.
Because, think about it. Your phone is an entire fucking video recording studio.
For free, I can literally go on Spotify and create a playlist of any song I want to from any artist.
Yep.
And if I just listen to some ads every now and again, it's completely free. Mm-hmm. I don't even have to buy your music anymore.
It's crazy. It's totally crazy.
It's crazy as hell.
Yeah, dude.
There's no investment for me.
I tell you, that Napster guy is so pissed.
Oh, man. He's got to be fucking livid.
Like, you motherfuckers.
Like,
you goddamn motherfuckers.
What? Because I didn't give you ad space?
Yeah, that's it? No,
That's literally what it was.
It's America. You just got to know that you got to grease everybody's pocket.
Yeah, you gotta get everybody talking.
You gotta sell
Everybody's
some
making
candy.
a lot of money. Yeah.
Bubblegum and taffy. Lick and sticky given to my
Ooh.
sweetheart Sandy.
Wow.
I don't know the rest of the song, but I know what you mean, man.
Nah, me neither. It's been a long time since I watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
That's what that was from. Okay.
Yeah. That was MC Chris.
The big spider.
That was MC Chris?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Huh. He's been around for a while.
Oh, yeah.
There's
I
a
didn't
giant
know that.
spider, so.
He was. And they tricked him by convincing him, I think, to go do a show that was actually a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
That show was dark.
It really was.
It was a great
It was
show.
really fucking dark.
I remember we watched the movie at your house, Matt. Like, you had a copy of it, and I was so disappointed because there was, like, no plot. It was just random shit happening,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was just
Yeah, I was
completely
like,
randomness. We're like, oh no, it sucks. Like, it didn't do anything.
But that's what Aqua Teen
Yeah,
Hunger
that is
Force
true.
was.
That's why. But in 15 minutes, they would have a story.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the story, Meatball would have a toy, and
Meatwad.
Fryman wouldn't
Meatball.
want him to have the toy or whatever, and then Carl would come over and say something, and then like at the end of the thing, the toy would break or whatever. Like that's there was.
It had each episode had an overarching plot.
But the movie was just totally.
The movie was garbage. Don't get me wrong. But I don't blame it. The thing I'm not blaming on it is not having a plot, because it's like, out of all the things wrong with it, like there were jokes in it that just weren't funny.
Yeah, it's true. And it's Meatwad and Frylock, not
Meatball and Fryman.
Fryman. That's what Carl would call them.
Meatball and fry pans.
I wanted to clarify that I was just making the
Hey, fry man.
I did forget. Was it Sir Master Shake?
Yeah.
What was it?
It's Master Shake.
Yeah.
Isn't
Master Shake.
Yeah,
That's
just
what it is.
it? Yeah, Master Shake.
Yeah.
I added a Sir.
You got very formal.
I did. They knighted him because it was so
Oh,
funny.
right next to Elton John.
Oh yeah, he
Nice.
hated it. His wig got all dirty and fruffled up.
Still, the funniest episode of that show was the Diablo sandwich.
I don't remember any of it.
It's just it was like a cursed sandwich.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Trying to entice them to eat it. And they're like, but I don't want to eat it because you keep telling me it's cursed. And they're like, but look at how delicious it looks. And then
Yeah.
Shake just eats it in one bite.
What happens to him? What's the curse?
Oh, I don't even remember. I think it's something like very minute.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's pretty good.
But God, I gotta rewatch that show.
Do you?
I've been going back and I'm watching old stuff. I just finished my watch of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Yeah, you've been telling me about that.
That's a great show, man. I never watched it before, and I was thoroughly shocked at how much I enjoyed it for an adult.
Indubitably.
Any show that's for kids and like has a blind character that makes fun of herself for being blind
You've
is
hooked Matt.
A-okay in my book.
Blind kid? Mm-mm. Let's watch.
I'll take it.
I didn't realize that was your kink, but good for you, man.
That's my kink.
It's a funny way to say that.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're into blind chicks.
Do we got any?
That's what you're saying, right?
No.
Was that all the
Okay,
tweet
that's
answers?
what I'm hearing.
Yes, those were our tweets.
Well, we didn't answer. What are you most looking forward to in the upcoming decade? I was gonna jokingly say the next Marvel phases.
Oh, okay.
You could be excited for them Marvel films.
the-
There's going to be a lot of them.
Yeah.
The
World War
apocalypse.
III.
Yeah,
Whoop, whoop.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm ready.
But it'd be a lot cooler if it did.
Would it?
Well, for me, I'm not gonna fight.
I don't want World War III to happen.
Why not?
With our-
Put everybody in line a third time.
Oh my god. I mean, I
them
wouldn't
in
fight
line.
either because we're too old now. I think.
No,
I
if
don't know.
there's
What's
a
the
world
draft
war,
limits?
we're getting drafted. I'm not going to be like, well, they're too old.
No, I don't think they'd let me. They'd be
They-
like, no,
they,
you're
not
you-
drafting
you're
me.
broken.
No.
You'd be, they'd put you like, I don't know, cafeteria duty such.
Oh,
They take Seich
sloppy
out.
Joes for you.
Sloppy Joe's, what's say?
I made. How'd you make them, Seich?
I'd make them extra sloppy for you.
Why?
I know how you boys like them extra sloppy. Can't believe I remembered all those lines.
I can't believe you did either. I'm so happy.
Was that Billy Madison, right?
Billy Madison, yeah. The
Hell
high
no.
football rules.
Hell no, but think about it. Like, all the young people go off to war, so all those annoying kids, they're gone.
Okay.
And they're not drafting me, because I ain't helping anybody kill anybody.
Like you'd show up and they'd be like, "No thanks."
yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? All those kids leaving? I get them jobs, baby.
You get multiple jobs.
Give me all the
Matt's
jobs.
taking all the jobs.
Matt's just a regular Rosie Riveter.
Yep, I'd just be like earning that pay.
Oh my gosh.
What if
It'd be me
they,
and the women.
Matt, maybe they would,
Your version of.
they-
Sorry.
No, they'd have a Steve Rogers experiment. They'd test on you.
Ooh.
I'm cool with that.
That would be a great Captain America.
Wait, no.
That
But
would
Steve
be a-
Rogers was brave and liked his country.
You don't like America?
Mm,
I'm indifferent
Yeah,
about
different
it.
about America.
Has America been unkind to you specifically?
no, it's been unkind to everybody else for a long time.
That's true. That's true.
I can not like the way Americans treat individuals who look differently to them.
That's absolutely true. My question before was that I was going to say, your idea of war profiteering or being a warmonger is just getting a job.
Yes. Yes. No, see all those kids go overseas, and then we get in there and we take the jobs.
And then we get the khakis, and then we get the ladies.
The khakis.
It's basketball. We're just doing movies today.
Oh man.
Or baseball songs.
What are you looking forward to, Seich?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Next 10 years?
No, yeah, just don't get my hopes up. That way I'm not disappointed.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Sounds
That's
good.
super good.
Um,
How about you, Al? Hopefully it's better than what Seich said.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure VR will get better in the next 10 years.
Yeah, that'd be great. Then I could have a virtual girlfriend, and she
Ooh,
can
no,
never
you know
leave
what?
me unless I lose the power.
Turn it back on, damn it.
I'm looking forward to robots.
Robots?
I'm in a good place.
Oh,
guys.
you know what? On the video gaming front, I'm really looking forward to the new. Speaking of VR, the new Half-Life that's coming out, Al.
Oh, Alex. Half-Life Alex.
Yeah, Project Alex. Because if anybody's gonna revolutionize the game, it's Steam.
It's true.
Nah.
I just want VR to get better so we can get like those fucking cool ass games that you see from like Ready Player One.
Oh,
I want
man.
VR to be that,
Yeah, that's true.
and not just hands floating in the air while you look at a avatar of Sonic the Hedgehog.
But honestly, the way we've seen technology move in our short lives so far, we're so close to that.
No, I know.
We're so close to
That's
the next level.
Next decade. Let's
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah.
I want to fucking battle a Gundam with Mecha Godzilla. Like, I want that to happen.
That's a great point. I would
The
want that in my life.
episode of Black Mirror that I watched a little
Oh,
while ago
yeah.
was about VR. About how it was like
shit.
super
Okay.
real. And then two friends banged each other.
Pretty hot. I didn't see it,
Yeah. Got
What, in virtual reality?
Yeah, like it was this game, like you hook it up and then you go into the game and it's like super real.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get hit and then like you kind of feel it, and then they fuck.
but... And it's like Black Mirror.
Yeah, then it,
Credits.
then it's like these
The
As soon as
future's
he
scary.
finishes.
these two dudes just banging the game. But one's a chick in the game, so like
Oh, okay.
it's a whole thing.
It's not gay.
Oh, so the Lord is okay with it?
No,
Yeah, Jesus is like,
it's
oh, that's fine.
no, it's just
I'm fine with that.
Is it like
Jesus.
super realistic? Like, is it like Uncanny Valley VR where it's like, it looks like us? Really?
it's just like it was people, so it's like real.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was just like VR that will never be that good. Got it.
Yeah. But I'm like, that shit, it's crazy as hell.
There's an entire new like subgenre of anime coming out now called isekai, which is literally just people getting, because of how popular gaming culture is, like the way an isekai anime works is the main character is pulled from the real world into a video game world or like a fantasy world.
Okay.
So they've done that a lot, like through VR or through,
Wait, what do you mean they make an anime about someone in the real world?
So no, so what they'll do is the first one not the first one that did it, but the first one that I watched that did it was Sword Art Online, where players like they exist in the real world, but they went into a VR game, and then it found out that the creator set it up so that if you take your headset off after a certain point in game time, you'll just die.
Oh.
So the entire anime takes place in this virtual world, while their actual physical bodies are there's an entire hospital built to house the players from this game.
Geez.
That they're all in comas and they have to be like saline fed and shit. But the entire show happens like in the anime or in the video game world.
Huh, that's interesting.
And there's like 20 others that have come out in the past like 5 years. So,
Jeez.
Yeah, it's weird. Virtual reality is expanding at such a rate that it's influencing other mediums.
God, remember when the Lawnmower Man was our reference for virtual reality? Do you remember that movie?
No, I didn't watch that movie.
I never
it's
saw it,
fucking
but
weird.
I never saw it. So.
Such a
I know
weird
of it.
movie.
Yeah, I didn't.
Pierce Brosnan's in it.
Really?
Is he?
Yeah, he's the scientist.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Old Pierce.
Is that the
Oh,
one that
Piercy.
Stephen King directed?
Is that
Is
the one that had what?
Sorry.
Stephen King directed himself.
I don't know if Stephen
What?
King directed it.
Stephen King directed one movie. Like, he took one shot.
Oh, I don't
And
know.
it was a fucking huge failure. I just don't know if that was the movie. So, do we have any comments?
Ooh, comments?
The videos on YouTube have a place called the comment section, where people can type out heartfelt and thoughtful reflections of the videos they just watched. Like here at RLF on Wednesdays, now the gang will read a few. It's really hard to rhyme the word Wednesdays.
Yeah, we got a few. I got one here. Tommy Webb. Matt, will the Critical Miss ever release videos again?
Matt will what?
Will you ever release Critical Miss videos again?
Probably not.
All right.
Nah, dude, that easy.
Probably not.
Answered.
Unfortunately, a couple of Christian moved away, and now unfortunately, Rubes is moving away. So the gang is all dispersed. We still play, but it's harder to do through like an audio setup, and
Gotcha.
unfortunately, huh?
I didn't get included. No love for me. I was.
You
part
didn't
of
move away. You chose to. I didn't.
That's true.
Wait, are you moving?
It was your own
Nikolai?
personal. No, Nikolai has stopped playing D&D too, but it was his own personal choice, and I didn't want to like
Gotcha.
say that
Bring
on
it up.
air.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
your
just-
business.
Because he's not a
No,
nerd
it's just that I was.
anymore.
Sorry.
I'm still a nerd.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
still a nerd.
he's
No,
still
no,
the
I
biggest
just.
nerd I know.
Yeah. I am a nerd.
I like this comment here from Mr. Grass Type. Over the course of this podcast, Nikolai has progressively turned into more and more of a boomer.
Wow.
Do people even know who Billy Joel is?
I do sound like an asshole sometimes. I do. But that makes me happy because I like
That people.
because where we're from, he's thought of as so fucking like either people either love him or hate him.
He's like,
So, and as a person who really loves him, it's like I'm glad that he's got still exposure outside of New York.
True.
yeah, it's like
New York
North
City.
Korea. We've got pictures in them in all our bathrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I just saw this one, and I am kind of interested. I want to go back and see if I could find it. Dylan, I've been listening to the original episodes, and all I have to say is, can we please get that Drunk Atlantic City podcast that you guys recorded but never released?
Oh man, that's the one where we had like 8 people and 1 mic, and I tried to do like a game show. No one would shut the fuck up.
Oh, there was a game show in there.
Oh, is that the
Yeah, yeah.
AC one, right?
Yeah.
That was when we went to AC with the original Cougar Heart shirts.
Cougar.
Cougar Heart.
My throat hurts.
You guys got any comments?
Nah, fresh out.
Excuse me, I burped.
Looking around
I
here,
think there was a pretty
seeing,
funny one from oh god. There's somebody who always snipes at me. And he had a good one this week. Oh god. I forgot who his name though. This is not very good radio.
I'm looking for any that mention. Oh, Jalen Davis.
That's it, Jalen. Yep.
Jalen Davis writes, okay, Nikolai, you've had a couple dozen episodes to take a break. Time to be funny again.
I read that. I was like, you bitch. You bitch.
Savage.
That made me laugh.
I had one. Johnny 2 times. Old RLF was my favorite thing ever. New RLF makes old RLF look like garbage in comparison. Oh,
wow.
Damn. Thanks,
Oh,
Johnny.
that's really sweet. Yeah.
Johnny 2 times. You're the man.
I have recently gone back and listened to a couple episodes just because I had a couple come out for the holidays. And there was certainly a different energy, a lot more of it.
Well, what do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we definitely pulled the throttle back.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We got
it's
to
got a
conserve
different
energy.
vibe to it.
Yeah, now we're coasting. And coasting's not bad. You know what you can do when you're coasting?
What's that?
Make conversation.
Gosh, yeah, that's true.
It's true. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
With all the hustle and bustle of like the beginning of the podcast when I was like, oh, there's so much now. Now it's like, all right.
So much.
We were, I think it was the second or third episode, and we go, oh, Al, how many followers do you have on YouTube? And you're like, 75,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby channel.
It's so funny.
Channel.
Baby channel, baby Al.
75,000. I'd slit a man's throat for 75,000 followers on anything.
Jeez.
Start an empire.
You don't create content, though.
Yeah, but I would still want the followers.
I want them to follow my occasional Insta posts.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, hey, it's my dog. I want 75,000 likes on that. Why is that so hard?
I don't. You know what? I'm wrong.
You're being selfish.
I am. I'm wrong, and I apologize.
Oh man. Well, hey Nikolai.
What's that?
You usually ask a question to them at the end of towards the end of every podcast. I'm trying to remember. Is it how is large urban dwelling?
No, that's close. That's close, but it's not it.
What is it?
It's big city living. Living in the city.
You could have just said how's big city living?
How's big city living?
Oh, it's
But instead you tried to sing it.
Yeah. I think it went well.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
No, bullshit. No, because I know for a fact that you both have decent stories.
Yeah.
Because Science, you told me a good story of big city living
Oh
You
man.
told it already.
Oh.
on the
That's
podcast.
No.
All right. So I don't think I told Al this at all. So
Oh, I'm ready.
two separate times on taking the subway coming back to our place. There's this guy. He comes on, puts his stuff down.
The same guy twice?
Yeah, same guy.
Okay.
It was like weeks apart.
Right.
Puts his stuff down. Starts puts his music on. Starts dancing, like shimmying, shaking his hips, and like crab walking almost as he's doing it. Then he'll he grabs the bars, does a quick backflip, as someone does.
Right.
Then he runs down, grabs the bar in the middle by the doors, swings around and posts up on it a little bit. Then does some more the hip shimmy crab walk thing. Second time he did it, same routine.
Right. Not
Like,
gonna change up perfection.
Yeah.
He didn't even learn a new step.
No, second time, I saw him come on, and I was like, I think this guy, he looks kind of familiar, and now he starts putting his stuff down. I'm like, all right, yep, I know what's happening. Pops his shirt off though.
Oh, really?
It just pops off his shirt. Starts shimmying.
Well, the shirt was holding back his vibes.
I think that's what it was. But as he's shimmying, he's way too close. Cause I'm sitting down and like
Right.
he's way too close to me as he's shimmying. Cause it's not a crowded train right now.
Right.
Like, he's just shimmying his crotch, crab walking right in front of me, and I'm trying so hard not to laugh. So
Maybe
hard.
Maybe it was his mating dance.
Like, I was like, dude, I'm like, I got 2 more stops. Just come on, like, get me off this fucking train.
I would have just laughed. You should have just laughed.
She got up and started dancing with him.
I did not want to do any of
Next-
that. I was
Next time you have to dance with him.
if there's a third
Oh my
time,
goodness.
I have to. I think.
I would love to see a fan art.
Law requires just you shimmying with him.
Like it's just so. It was just like the. I don't even know how.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy them legs.
Tonight on News 13, local man gets stabbed on the Milky Way Railroad
Oh my
for
god.
attempting to dance with a performance already in progress.
I want to take the Milky Way Railroad now.
Right?
Hot dog.
It sounds delicious.
You don't take it every time you go back to New Moon City?
Not the Milky Way
Ooh,
Railroad.
No, that doesn't go this way.
Yeah, Sage goes an opposite way.
What do you take to get back to New Moon City?
Just a regular train, not a Milky Woad. Milky Woad.
Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Regular trains don't go to the moon, Al.
All right.
He's got a good point.
Fuck. Trying to build a world here.
I've been telling people I just live in Brooklyn now, so.
No.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you then. We'll just tear down 8 years of lore because you felt like breaking in 2020.
Wow.
Just tell people I live in Brooklyn now.
The only that's
You just crushed Matt.
I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry. I'll crab walk for you when I see you this weekend.
Oh, I only like crab walking if I'm on the subway. And
All right. Well,
shirtless.
we'll find
you
a subway
shimmy?
somewhere. Oh, I can shimmy.
Will you kind of crab walk?
It was it was kind of a crab walk, kind of a.
Is
I
it
don't even know.
standing?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was standing.
Yeah,
no,
but
not,
isn't a crab walk like you
Well,
go on?
yeah, it was standing.
no, like crab walk, like MC Hammer,
Oh, I was imagining
like
like
hammer dance, but
you get on your hands.
no,
you
not
crab
like
walk.
no, not like gym class crab walk.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
Gym
Wait,
class.
are you thinking of a bear crawl?
No, bear crawls.
I never want to see a bear crawl like that.
Yeah, that.
No, the one where you're
Bear
on your
crawls.
back.
Oh, on the bear crawl's on the front.
Yeah,
Crab
it's-
walk is.
Yeah,
Bear
come on.
crawl-
Oh god, I
downward
could
dog.
never do that.
I could do that.
Yeah, bear crawl is
I
when
can
you
do
do
that right
downward
now.
dog and walk.
Yeah,
And then the,
I could
can do
not
the crab walk?
No,
Can I
I
do
could-
crab walk?
I can.
I'm
I can do
like
that.
your
fat and my arms won't hold me up.
But I've seen you do push-ups.
You guys could try it after the
that's-
podcast.
Yeah, tape
Like
it.
that's less.
No,
let's
send it
try
to
some.
us.
My left arm is gonna snap, and then you'll have to put me down like a horse.
Oh.
That's not how it works.
I'll do it.
You're at least a dog, and we just take you to the vet.
I don't know what he ate, but
I don't know. Vet,
I don't know what he
vet
ate,
might
but his
be
arm broke.
expensive. You might be able to. You might be able to solve the problem a little quicker with a shotgun.
I mean, I don't have one of those though.
That's what happened
Why?
to Old Yeller. They took him out back.
Yeah.
But you do that to Matt.
But I don't own a shotgun, guys,
why?
because I'm a member of this podcast.
What does that even mean?
And if I need a gun, I don't want to be there.
Oh, that's what that means.
What does that even mean?
Fuck yeah!
Now that shit.